Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Now, I will say something later when I will talk about Elden Ring Shadow of the Earth 3. What I will say about remakes doesn't afflict, in my personal opinion, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Because yes, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is one of three of a remake that form a remake that is Final Fantasy VII. But Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, it's not a remake like Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy, Dead Space Remake, Resident Evil 4 Remake, Resident Evil 2 Remake, Silent Hill. It's not Final Fantasy VII remade with new graphic, adding some features and making it more modern for modern technology. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is, let's take the general story of Final Fantasy VII, the general story, this is important, and we make 3-4 completely new games. Except for the character and the very general plot line of Final Fantasy VII, they are all brand new games. And this is cool. I'm not cheating on every other remake. I love Dead Space and Dead Space Remake, Resident Evil 4 Remake, Resident Evil 2 Remake, Silent Hill 2 Remake. They are great, they are fantastic, they are huge. They are brand new games, with the characters and the general plotline of the original game. But they are brand new game. Period. So I will say stuff about, you can imagine what, about remakes being in the Game of the Year category. But Final Fantasy VII Rebirth deserves it because it's not a simple base remake. It's a completely new game. Elden Ring Shadow of the Earth 3. Elden Ring Shadow of the Earth 3. People have to understand a very simple thing, because I've seen a lot of people being pissed at Elden Ring Shadow of the Earth 3 being here, and I've seen people defending it, and I've seen people saying if other games want to win the Game of the Year, they should try be better than Elden Ring. Yes, I agree. This is game, it's very important, the wording. Game of the Year 2024. Elden Ring Shadow of the Earth 3 is not a game, it's an additional content, which is different. A game is Elden Ring. You literally cannot play without Elden Ring, so it's not a game. And Elden Ring, that is the base game that you must purchase and play to play the DLC, the additional content, is of the year 2023. You see where the problem is in all of that? You person that say, brah, games that wanna win should try to be better than Elden Ring. Yes, but if this is the game of the year 2024, I expect to see a game of the year 2024. Also, with all due respect for Balatro, that is a great game made from a single person and absolutely deserve prizes. Why there is Elden Ring here? Why there is Balatro here? You might argue why there is Astrobot here if you want. Where are Space Marine 2? And I don't fucking know, Sonic X Shadow Generation, that is one of the best Sonic games made in the last 15 years. And every other game released this year, Prince of Persia The Last Crown. That's the problem. I'm not even talking about Persona 3 Reload, because Persona 3 Reload is a remake. And I think that other than the DLC, Shadow of the Earth 3, remakes as well should have their own category. Again, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is different, and I'm not cheating on remakes, because again, Dead Space remake is fantastic, Resident Evil, Silent Hill 2, but try to understand this. Remakes are games already beloved, already known from 10, 15, 20 years ago. Everyone loves Silent Hill, everyone loves Resident Evil 4, everyone loves Dead Space, and so they make a remake with modern graphic, changing maybe a little bit the shooting, the going around, because like in Resident Evil the tank commands are a pain in the ass in 2024, no shit, especially in Resident Evil 2, but it's still a game of 2004, Resident Evil 4, 1997, 6, Resident Evil 2, Silent Hill 2, 2001, I think, Dead Space 2008. They are still game of other years. Remade, there is a lot of work behind that, absolutely. Remade with modern graphic, with modern technology, with some addition to make the game better for the modern technology, for the modern standard. Having a remake, like a lot of people complain Silent Hill 2 is not here. Having Silent Hill winning the Game of the Year over Black Myth Wukong, over Astrobot, over Metaphor, it's a bit of a cheap victory. Because Silent Hill is already a loved and known game from more than 20 years. But Resident Evil has been nominated in the past. Yes, and I disagree about that as well. I disagree about nominating remakes even in the previous years. In my opinion, they should make the category, not even two different categories, one category, remakes and DLCs. Remakes and big DLCs. And just this year, you put there Silent Hill 2, Shadow of the Earth 3, Persona 3 Reload. You have your category. Wow, perfect. People vote. In the Game of the Year, there are only games of this year, new, and everyone is happy, because there are no DLCs and no remakes in the Game of the Year. Again, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is different. It's another story, because it's a completely new game with only the characters and the base story of Final Fantasy VII. But yes, this is not okay. This is not okay.